up 2 goals against while on the power play. That has to change. Ron Rush?
Well, there's been a very big goaltending change for tonight's game for the Soviets. Yevgeny Beloshakin is going to go between the pipes, replacing Sergei Milnikov. Now, Beloshakin can be very, very good, or he can be very, very bad. The goaltending for the Soviets may be the story when this one is finally written in the books.
Yes, Mr. McKee. Welcome back to Hamilton, where I think it's safe to say the 2 best hockey teams in the world are about to meet, and one of them, Canada, must win to make this a 3-game series. Ron Rush, quite a setting as we get ready for a game that Canada faces a must-win situation in.
Well, I think Brad Park mentioned one thing when he said, you know, you're back up against the wall. You've got to play a little scared. You've got to... I think that they got a little scared in the middle portion of that game on Friday night in Montreal as we look at Beloshakin, who's going to go into the nets tonight. And that a little bit of a shock, although there were people in the Soviet front office, as it were, who were not too pleased with the way Milnikov played the other night. But still, his team let down around him a little bit in the late stages of that game. I asked Dmitriev, the assistant coach of the Soviet team, what had happened, and he says what happened was we had a lead and we started to get a little too exact with our passing. We started to look around a little bit, not be quick. And, you know, that kind of thing can happen anywhere, either side of the Atlantic.
Here's the reception as Team Canada takes the ice here in Hamilton.
We're going to be seeing Grant Pure again in goal tonight. I don't think, barring injury, we'll see anybody but Pure the rest of the way in this tournament. The backup goaltender will be Kelly Rudy. Ron Hextall, in this particular game, will be sitting in the crowd. Rick Tocchet is not dressed, although there's an interesting thing, Dan. Tocchet is on their lineup for tonight. The Canadian team is playing, Team Canada is playing a man short, so they can afford to put him on. I guess if a dire emergency happened, they could get him dressed and play him. But he is, of course, not dressed, and he'll be watching from the stands tonight.
Canada is down for this game to 10 forwards. They have 7 defensemen, and they're really hurting on the right side, as Dan Matheson already pointed out. Well, they continue to stand and cheer here in Hamilton, and if Gretzky and the boys need any inspiration, this could be it.
Interesting situation will be the referee for tonight's game, too. Paul Stewart, who has refereed only part of one NHL game. He's from the Boston area. The son of the late Bill Stewart, who is a former NHL referee, great referee, also an NHL coach and a former pitcher in the major leagues. He will referee, and he's got a lot of pressure on him.
He's 32 years of age, former pro hockey player in Cincinnati and then Quebec, and then with Quebec in the NHL. Let's go to the center ice area and our pregame ceremonies.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cox Coliseum as Labatt's Breweries and Hockey Canada proudly present this 1987 Labatt's Canada Cup. Bonsoir, mesdames, messieurs, bienvenue au Cox Coliseum. C'est avec fierté que la brasserie Labatt et Hockey Canada vous présente la Coupe Canada Labatt 1987. Tonight's game is the second of a 2-out-of-3 finals between Team Soviet Union and Team Canada. Le match de ce soir, le deuxième, oppose l'équipe de l'Union soviétique à l'équipe Canada. Here are the officials for tonight's game. Voici les officiels pour le match de ce soir. Your referee from the United States, l'arbitre des États-Unis, Mr. Paul Stewart. The linesman, les juges de ligne, from Sweden, Mr. Sven Lundström. From Canada, Canada, John D'Amico. And now, the starting lineup for Team Soviet Union. Et maintenant, l'alignement débutant pour l'équipe de l'Union soviétique. In goals, dans les filets, number 20, le numéro 20, Evgeny Voloshikin. En défense, à la défense, number 2, le numéro 2, Vyacheslav Fetisov. Number 7, le numéro 7, Alexei Kazatonov. At right wing, à l'aile droite, number 9, le numéro 9, Vladimir Krutov. At center, au centre, number 11, le numéro 11, Igor Larionov. At right wing, à l'aile droite, le numéro 24, number 24, Sergei Makarov. The head coach, l'entraîneur-chef, Mr. Viktor Tionov. The assistant coach, l'entraîneur adjoint, Igor Dmitriev. And now, Team Canada. Et maintenant, l'équipe Canada. In goals, dans les filets, number 31, le numéro 31, Grant Fuhr. En défense, à la défense, number 2, numéro 2, Doug Crossman. Number 5, numéro 5, Normand Rochefort. At right wing, à l'aile droite, number 9, numéro 9, Glenn Anderson. At left wing, à l'aile gauche, number 10, numéro 10, Dale Howardchuk. At center, au centre, number 11, le numéro 11, Marc Messier. Ladies and gentlemen, as it is the custom in international hockey, the two captains will now exchange gifts on behalf of their teams. Comme c'est la coutume au hockey international, les capitaines procèdent maintenant à un échange de cadeaux au nom de leurs équipes. And now, introducing the members of the official party for tonight's ceremonial face-off. Voici les personnalités qui procéderont à la mise au jeu protocolaire du match de ce soir. Canadian Tire is a proud supporter of sports for people of all ages in communities across Canada. From the Canadian Amateur Hockey Association to the Calgary 1988 Olympic Winter Games. Representing the grassroots of hockey, représentant le hockey mineur, Jason Doody from the Newmarket Minor Hockey Association. Representing the Canadian Olympic teams, représentant le monde des Olympiques, a downhill skier, a top star, Lisa Savijarvi. Representing Canadian Tire, représentant la compagnie Canadian Tire, Miss Laurie Cook, Managing Director Advertising. Mr. Laurie Cook. Representing the sponsor of the Labatt Canada Cup, représentant le commanditaire, la compagnie Labatt Limited, Rick Thorpe, Director of Sales, Labatt Ontario Breweries. I would like to ask the two captains to come to center ice for the official face-off. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the playing and singing of the national anthems of the Soviet Union and Canada. with our singer, Mr. Michael Burgess, pour les hymnes nationaux.
Союзне рушени республик свободник сплотила навеки великая Русь. Да здравствует созданный волей народа единый могучий Советский Союз. Славься Отечество наше свободное, дружбы народов ядёжний оплот. Партия Ленина, сила народная, нас к торжеству коммунизма ведет. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in ocean's command, partum brasse porte le paix, il se porte la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh,
You cannot hear yourself think, Karen Hamilton. This is the Labatt Canada Cup.